So we're all just gonna start conversation, and when he goes live, he'll just have to deal with the fact that we're already having a conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
so
that's
like
the way it
last
goes.
time, man.
Scott knows.
With me talking again. Way.
Why are we live?
Yeah, of course we're
live.
live. Why would we not be live? Why would we not be on time for the second week of my D&D show?
Because apparently I can't maintain a schedule, and I'm here, so that's why.
There were slight worries that you just wouldn't be here and we'd never
That's
hear
not
from
true.
you again.
I messaged you very early. Saying
Not
that would be
like
okay.
not yeah. You messaged me as early as possible, but still, there was like a moment like, is he just not going to show up? I actually messaged James like, if he doesn't show up, we're doing it, unless there's like a nose that he's in a boat crash or something.
What?
We're going.
Ollie, I'm hurting somewhere.
So we know how Scott's feeling. Scott's feeling hurt. Hashtag hurt.
Gonna channel it into the dwarf.
We'd make a lot
Thanks.
of progress if you weren't here, in all fairness, because we wouldn't have you weighing us down with your old hobble leg.
Whoa! My hobble leg made flies and maggots and stuff come out of some dead people's heads. Okay, so you're welcome. That was
Your leg
very
did that.
helpful. Yes, my leg.
Did
All
you
my
wave
leg.
your gangly leg at it?
That's
Like
actually.
wrong.
He
I
pulls
choose-
it off and uses it as a spellcasting.
I choose a random
focus.
appendage.
But use it as a spellcaster. He just hit people with his leg.
So every time I cast a spell, I choose a random appendage and just start flopping it around in front of people. You know, sometimes it's PG. And Ollie, go ahead.
Appendage. Arvine, how are you?
I am okay. How are you, Ollie?
I'm not allowed to say. Nah,
whoa.
Neil, how are you?
I-
Yeah, you're not allowed to ask back. What is this?
I
Did you
just
read the
did.
contract?
That's it, show flip. Was that Neil or Dean? I don't want to answer for Dean.
No, this is you, Neil. You're
I'm
very
Dean.
different people. You're all special
Dean is
snowflakes in
also
my
looking
eyes.
Fabulous, as am I.
Yeah, you two win Best Dressed award for today.
I'm wearing clothes. I'm a people.
Armor people. Dean, how are you?
Sorry, was that me on Neil?
So, we're gonna keep going where we
Very good.
Scott,
thank
how are
you?
you?
we don't give a fuck about him. So yeah, we're gonna continue just where we left off. I don't want to talk small talk. You want to talk small talk? I'll tell you how the weather is. The weather is disappointing.
Hey, it's much better than last time.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
We're
So
not having a
long
discussion
coming.
about the weather. So where we left off last week on the first session, we met our lovely cast of characters. A beautiful group of people who actually get along, which is very surprising, because I knew all these characters separately, and I didn't think they'd get along. And they are, and that's great. They're all on a job for a slightly suspicious person to do a slightly suspicious thing, and for that they're going to the Dwarven Lands. But on the way, Furak, the resident dwarf, the token dwarf, met a friend and agreed to help that friend gather heads for his bucket, with or without the party. The party agreed, but two of them didn't know what they were agreeing to, so they might not be, as happy.
Well, we thought we were agreeing to Arvine or Caitlin getting on with some dodgy serial killer dwarf that we've just met who has a bucket.
He has a
You,
bucket.
you was apparently very for that idea. I am
Well, we don't want to hold you
disappointed.
back.
Listen, in the '90s, there was one of my favorite toys. It was like a Mr. Bucket. Buckets of fun.
God,
Mr.
Mr. Bucket's creepy.
Buckets of fun. And I saw a dude with a head full of a bucket full of heads, and I was like, Mr. Bucket, buckets of fun.
You don't know his name, so as far as you know, his name is Mr. Bucket anyway.
I'm a little bit curious now. Was this toy just a bucket?
It's literally a bucket with like balls, and it'll be like, and shoot those balls, and then you have like a shovel with like a hole in the middle. Don't ask why. And you have to pick up the balls, and you put them in the bucket, and it'll go, and you have to go and chase the ball again, and then you put it in. And
Sounds like some
you have to chase the ball again.
disgusting sex game.
If anyone knows James Rolfe, the Angry Video Game Nerd, he does the Board James series, and he reviewed that Buckethead, and it was the most terrifying thing I've ever seen.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, he did basically a horror movie about Mr. Bucket, and it works. So if that's where we are, you have just been led to a dwarven mine because dwarves' mines. But it's actually behind a false wall. You followed the Dwarven Punisher, supposedly, to the mine filled with marauders, supposedly.
See, Ollie, you're making me very nervous.
Where we left off was him blowing a whistle into the mine to let everyone in the mine know that you're there. So it's not a stealth mission
not cool,
here.
Is it?
He wants them to
it's
know.
not.
So that's where we begin. This big burly dwarf, who is carrying no weapons but a bucket, blew into the cavern. Begin.
How wide is the cavern?
10 feet, sort of squarish. A little collapse. You can see in right now, and you can sort of see, as far as the eye can see, is like there's a little bit of the wall that sort of collapses in on itself. But other than that, it looks like it goes down for not a huge amount of way. That's not how people say. It doesn't go down a huge way.
A long
but,
way. So we could go say like 3 abreast. Pretty. If it's 10 feet.
You'd be walking 2 by 2 if you start walking
2
down.
by 2. Okay. I want to stash my backpack just inside. I don't want to leave it outside the cavern, but I want to stash it in like as hidden off
That's okay
the
by
sort
me.
of centre thing to the side.
Like off
That
by
is
the side
actually
of the front
sensible.
door. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
basically.
so-
sensible. I didn't think of that.
Gilwyn notices Caitlin doing it and is like, what a good idea. And he follows suit.
Do you not have rope in that backpack?
I do not have any rope actually, so it wouldn't be much use bringing it along.
You have nothing of use in there. I've got torches for your eyes, and I've got a rope and other things. But if your backpack has nothing, then drop it. But if your backpack has things that we use, then I suggest you bring it.
I'll bring
It is-
mine just for now. I have pitons, but no rope.
Why would you? Please explain. Why would you have what use is one without the other?
These
Well-
not dwarves, they don't understand the importance of rope.
Yes, but I've elven rope. Elven rope. It's like fancy and made from like elven ass hair.
Well, you see, I have about 10 foot of string, and because I am not fat like you, that does the job.
Really, you drop down 100-foot drop and a 10-foot string.
Yes.
You hear in Dwarven a yell
I
from the
watch.
cave. You'll never take us alive.
Maybe we should stop debating this and get going. I'm leaving my backpack because it will allow me to
Move
about
freely.
a bit better. It's rather a bit too
Encumbersome.
heavy. really.
Encumbering, isn't it?
Yes, in combination with my armor, it's a bit too heavy. I will rely on you all to provide torch and such like. There isn't much else in my backpack that would be of use anyway.
I was going to say, perhaps Gilwyn, you could hold a torch, as you have the one-handed rapier.
yeah,
that... Yes. I cannot use a bow one-handed.
I'm gonna
That's
slap
understandable.
the elf in the thigh just because
In
I'm
the
short
ass.
and he's tall.
Yeah,
So,
in the
like a
thigh.
backhand. Like usually you would hit somebody like a buddy in your arm that way, but I'm much shorter than you. So it's more of like an upper thigh whack, and I'd be like, "Your carries a torch." And I'm actually gonna make a perception check for where they're like, "You'll not take us alive."
Yeah.
And like try to like echolocation and find out where it came from.
Absolutely a-okay.
Pour out
I'm
the
going to
back.
do nothing at all over here. Nothing suspicious at all. And
Hey, the
get
map
this ready.
changed!
I
I
might
see
be
a
an
map,
idiot
it's
and have
changed.
realized that because of the way my screen's set up, I actually can't have you on the map. Oh, we'll keep that in mind next time. Don't worry, you'll just be walking in really dramatically when it's go
Why
time.
can't we go?
I'll explain later. You can see that there's sort of a divot in the mine shaft, like a collapse, or maybe they just actually mined it weirdly, but they wouldn't do that. This is a dwarven mine. They are sort of to the right, so like to the right of where this mine shaft opens out. not too far down, sort of like you could brain it. I'll actually let you know. It's around 60 feet or so of shaft for those peeps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why we watch the show.
Might I suggest that myself and Sir Dwarf, I realise we haven't actually yet asked your name, that we take the lead, that Gil and Sir Gil and Sir Farak follow in the middle, and Sir Vale follows behind and keeps an eye on the path back in case of ambush.
I do not understand what you ask. You say you want to walk in front, Caitlin.
Well, yes, I'm
Caitlin,
most
Caitlin, how are you going to see in the dark?
There's a torch coming behind me with Gil.
Caitlin, that is not very wise. The dwarves will see this torch very far in advance.
But
You need to have real mine eyes to look into the mine and see them before they see us.
They're
Did
dwarves
the
as well.
friends
They'll
not
see
just
you
blow
as
a
soon as
whistle?
you see them.
Do they not know we come anyway?
They
Exactly.
may be aware that we are here, but they don't necessarily know exactly where we are. They could be fools and not have proper surveillance.
Could be fools.
Lorak, with all due respect, if I'm going to run away from something, I want to see what I'm running away from. I'm
And-
keeping this torch.
And so you should keep torch in back with human eyes. I believe elf can even see in the night.
This is true, but I am. But if they rush at us at once, then surely we want. I can understand you, Sephorak.
Humans
you
take
have
so
heavy
long to make decisions. You are guests on my operation. We go now.
Yes, you're right. Go, charge. We will follow.
Okay, yes. Lead on.
He starts going.
I will follow on.
So he starts going. Do we immediately follow him, or do we still stand around and talk for a bit?
I'm following him. I'm following and hoping Gil
oh,
will move
Caitlin's
with the
going.
torch.
Yeah, I'll follow in with Caitlin. for
So
sure.
the two of them are walking off with the torch immediately behind the dwarf, giving up all sense of I suppose being able to disguise. So I'm gonna look at the elf. And it's gonna be like that look of, like with my one eye. There's gonna be that look of like and then I'll turn and follow and
You
I'll actually
like just
follow.
try to explain and they just didn't listen. It's one of those.
So I will gladly fall into the exacts what Ian had just described, which was the I believe it was her in the front, me and Gil in the middle, and then the elf in the back. Correct?
Yep.
Cool. So I'll gladly fall into that if everybody else goes along with it.
Yeah,
Feel
sure.
free to move yourself into whatever organization you wish.
My apologies. I didn't realize we were allowed to move now.
Yeah.
No, you
move
honestly
back.
know what it is? This is covering that screen against. I've got my emo over, man. My
That's
emo over's
pretty
close, man.
The
sad.
cloak handicap.
Hey, listen, I never had the whole long cover my eyeball hairstyle, so I gotta get used to it.
It's very in
My
right
hair
now.
got my eyes the other day, and oh boy, it's so annoying. I went to the barber's, and I was just like, cut it off. And he was like, it might look a bit like we'll just take it this far. It luckily he tempered me, and it looked a lot better than if I was just like, snip it off, spit in my eyes.
Shaved yourself bald. Alrighty. So, he keeps walking in. He's leading, but you can tell he's going slower, and he looks around his shoulders like, ugh. And he still hasn't got a weapon out. He's still walking.
Fights with his fists. We saw he had spiky gaunts.
Yeah. Caitlin! Roll me a
I'll
dex
take
save,
this.
please, and everyone roll me initiative.
Yeah, this is my favorite bit.
I see something.
I
Yeah,
see something out there. I don't know. She's doable. No, I'm trying.
Oh, boy.
Who do you
I mean,
see right now? What?
I'm down. I'm down
I
with some
see
purple.
some random woman.
Yeah. Like, she could use a brush and like a shower, but I don't know. I don't mind.
Sorting all these out, right? You saying she needs a bit of airbrushing?
Oh.
Oh. I meant in her
This
hair.
man.
Oh, man. It's throwing shade that ain't even mine. I got a 2.
Oh, this initiative
got one.
orders.
I did even worse. I'm
I also
falling
haven't
asleep.
got
It's
it,
dark.
so-
Oh my
It's too
god,
dark.
we rolled so badly.
Only reminder from last session, because I just remembered right now. Right as you were walking in the front cave, you saw me like break the stone and put it on my
Yes,
body.
you have that active right now. I
Also,
actually.
I just
you
remembered that.
forgot to click your token before you rolled initiative.
Ooh.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Ooh, Neil, you're meant to be the good one. You're meant to bring balance to the roll-20, not destroy it, etc., etc.
Neil, you suck.
Yeah, he does. That's
Yeah,
why he's on the show.
Oh, and all else
I
suck.
actually did click on myself and do it, but I rolled a 1, so it didn't add me because rolled a 1.
Do I have to do it for you? You.
I mean, I
baby
can roll
man.
it again, but it's easier if you just do it for me.
You rolled a 1, but you still have 6 initiative, because that's crazy.
Thank you.
It's pretty impressive.
So,
Thanks. Gil.
what happens is that Caitlin, I don't know why, maybe she wanted to impress him, maybe she thought she was doing better, went ahead of the dwarf. As she does, she looks back at the party one more time. Did you roll that dex save? You did.
Yeah, I got
And
14.
you just turn back around as you hear a clicking of a mechanism. And a mallet, like a large mallet, swings from above it. You just duck under and it swings and sort of hangs there loosely as the chains around it start to go loose. And with that...
Ollie,
yeah.
do you
Well, I
have
assume
rules for natty 1, natty 20 for initiative rolls? Or
no, not right now.
Also, I assume it was sort of taken unsaid that we'd have drawn weapons by now, rather than just walking down the path
Yeah,
without drawing
I'm not
weapons.
that
Yeah,
mean. I'm not that mean.
Shield
Just
was out.
checking. I'm
So,
learning on my
as that
equipment
goes,
shield
I just went to
versus
reach
axe.
for real dice. It's the pain.
I know. I just kept doing that all game last session. I was like, I'll do. Oh yeah.
The dwarf behind the crates. This is a dwarven. It's not a room, but it's definitely become a room. It's got the crates and all sort of toppled things and just a little bit of cover that they must have set up very quickly. Dwarf behind the cover hops up with crossbow, fires at Caitlin. Doesn't hit. I don't know how Caitlin does it, but she does it. She ducks both the hammer and the crossbow bolt. Maybe these dwarves need to learn how to organize better.
I told you, I extended the power of Teleth upon her. The needs of tanks.
Exactly.
And then this dwarven lass rushes over with
Do they have any
axe in hand.
babies with them? Like in the
You do
cave,
not
like-
immediately see a baby dwarf. Does Vale
So we're
know
not
what a
just
baby
slaughtering
dwarf looks
women
like?
And children of the men that we just saw put on pike heads.
Is Vale is on here? He's back here. I just zoomed out of his. I zoomed out of the way. And then immediately after, there's another crossbow bolt at Caitlin because she's in front, which I feel like is going to be a reoccurring theme
Well,
forever.
it's sort of the point.
Yeah.
But nothing hits. Absolutely nothing hits. You basically, Caitlin triggers this trap, you all hear it, and then you hear a and then like the groanings as people are reloading. And after that is...
Gage is just like, what just happened, sort of thing.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot to roll initiative for the dwarf.
Caitlin's a paladin, isn't she?
Yeah.
So it's like, when I get injured, I touch myself. Oh. Is that...
Technically
That's like a
true, but don't ever say that again.
She did touch her sort of chest area
Never mind.
last session to heal that arrow
Excuse me?
wound.
Could you
So-
describe us exactly how she touched that chest there?
Okay, Vale, while you're describing touching yourselves. Vale, it's your turn. I imagine the reason why everyone got such bad initiative is that, like, the trap being triggered and the crossbow bolts kind of took everyone by a little bit of surprise.
We were still all thinking about a discussion about which order we should go in, whether we should have a torch. You know, it's difficult when you don't come to a wholesome end in these sort of things. I'm gonna go ahead and does she have any form of cover from Caitlin?
This woman, no, is absolutely out in the open. The dwarf behind, the
I'm
other
gonna
two
go
dwarves
ahead
in the room
and
are covered.
shoot this one. So let me see, and I'm gonna get my player's handbook out, because rogue rules sometimes confuse me. 15 to hit.
15 hits. Yep.
You got one character, man. Can't even control your one character.
I have several characters, thank you very much. Several of which have previously been rogues.
Roll the click the damage button.
Yeah, I've got to check my sneak attack.
It's fine. I'm just
I'm used to
dying
being
over
in
here of age.
Used to being an assassin. 8 damage.
Cool. Is it a sneak attack?
It is not.
Okay.
Aren't you glad I checked?
No, I'm
Otherwise,
not
you'd
gonna
have been like,
remember.
is it a sneak attack? And I'd just been
I'm
like,
not gonna
yep.
remember. I feel like the other rogue I've had in my games got away with so much shit because I didn't remember the rules for sneak attack. Cause, yep. Arrow sails, hits this dwarf in somewhere in the chest region. They're wearing normal clothes with a little bit of leather padding. It's not quite leather armor. But she's definitely made of sturdy stuff. This is a bandit. They take an arrow. That's fine by them. Do you want to do anything else, or is that your turn?
At this point, I'm pretty much limited to that being my turn. I'm gonna go ahead and move there.
All right.
But that's it.
Gilwyn, torchbearer.
Hello. I'm going to step to her so I can see this dwarven lass a little bit easier. I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on her ass.
Alrighty.
And I am going to insult her by saying, "You have more facial hair than me, and that really upsets me." But you pull it off really well.
Is that an insult?
Sure.
So
I think
confused.
she might be
takes
proud of
psychic.
it.
I don't know. I think the only tingle she'd be feeling is her nethers with that compliment.
Brief pause. Oh, by the way, you fuck ugly.
Oh.
It's like he says that, and Thorak and the Punisher look to him like, "Why are you complimenting nice lady?"
Okay.
Why compliment her? She's just going to have head taken off in moment.
Boom! Overwhelming psychic damage.
Overwhelming damage.
Wow.
I'm gonna willing to bet they do not have a bonus to wisdom. No.
Take that.
Nah. Actually passes though. So that 1 damage? Nah. It's like that's exactly it. She's like, yes, I do. Like raises the axe again. Caitlin.
Oh, she passed it. Shit.
Yeah. It's possible.
Okay, Caitlin, you won't be able to see this yet because everyone's behind her, but Caitlin is actually like, in contrast to when we fought the goblins, she was very serious and just had a bit of a grim look on her face. She is noticeably, there's a fire in her eyes, almost righteous anger as she goes about this. She's going to take a swing with the warhammer at this bandit straight in front of her.
Cool. Let's go fuck this shit up.
Yeah, that warhammer hits. Yeah. Yeah, describe that horrible murder.
Oh,
Like,
boy.
overkill.
Yeah, she just sort of, Caitlin, after the flurry of crossbow bolts and everything, she just sort of shrugs them all off, and this bandit right in front of her, she just, I can't even, this is so sudden, I can't even think of how to describe it.
You haven't got your murder
She just
brain on
takes
yet?
She takes a single swing with the warhammer and just crunches her in the side and knocks her off. And she just sort of looks down for a moment, like half surprised that took her out, and then just like very brief moment, a smile of satisfaction crosses her face before returning to normal. Well, but returning
You
to that
all
sort
thought
of
Caitlin was
angry
so
moment.
cute, it turns out she's crazy.
Well,
And you can still, if you've
ask
got more
her
actions, you can
You might
move.
discover why.
Ooh.
And I've got to move, so
Yeah.
I am going to move. 1,
Swing steadfast
2,
into the room.
4, 5. This dude. But I can't do anything, so that's the end of my turn.
Yeah. Thorak.
Alright, I'm gonna start by moving forward because I can't see any baddies. 1, 2, 3. Ah, I see baddies now.
There's a dwarf cowering behind some crates.
I can go, but I can't attack diagonal, so
Nope.
I would have to go over and down and then nothing.
Caitlin kind
give
of
me
took
one.
your spot there.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Because there's something else I wanted to do anyways. 20-foot radius spread, and range is 120 feet. So I move up. I actually move up 1 more, so I can make sure I know what I'm doing. Okay, there's nothing above me. So I'm gonna move up, And as I move forward, just kind of like hobbling. Actually, I'm not hobbling because I have the stone on me. So as I like moving with determination forward, further into the mine, and I turn to my side and look down and see that there are a couple more combatants there, and potentially even more further down. I look around. I was reaching originally for my my battle axe, but instead I stop and I reach into my cloak instead. And you see me pull out a bottle, and I like pop the cork from the bottle, kind of like mumbling something from between my lips as I hold the bottle forward, and all of a sudden a couple of flies and stuff like that start to buzz out of the bottle, and then behind those flies tons of steam and smoke billow out as well, and what comes down below is actually going to be the fog cloud spell, and I want it to be yeah, I want its point of origin to be, let me see, 5, 10, 15, 20, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, point of origin to be right here, Ollie.
How big is Fog Cloud?
It's 20 feet by 20 feet. So it's a 20-foot radius. So that's
40
so
feet.
let me show you. Let me show you.
I
like,
know it.
Like that, and then all the way around. Thank you. So I put the fog cloud spell, and I imagine it comes with a slight odor with it.
Oh
and
yeah, that's not nice smelling fog.
Put the bottle back into my cloak.
Okay.
And I'll actually move up one more.
Fog Cloud does it completely obscure vision for everyone inside?
I'll make cast the spell so it can be seen in chat. And it says here, and I'll read it.
Heavily obscured.
You create a 20-foot radius sphere, so it's up and down as well, centered in a point within range, which is 120 feet. The sphere spreads around corners, and its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until winds of moderate or greater speeds, at least 10 miles per hour, disperse it. And then it also goes up in power as you go up in power.
Great.
So,
that's what I like to hear.
Obscured
Power.
vision.
All right.
So they can't walk as quickly and stuff like that. It would take them a while to get to us and blah, 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 blah.
All right. You're doing that. While you're doing that, the Punisher runs up. He discards the bucket behind him, runs. He actually jumps on like their little bedsit thing they've got going, and is going in for a punch. But he can't get there this turn.
He jumps and then he does.
He literally just jumps into the fog.
You just wait, right there.
So yeah, he jumps into the fog. You hear a it's muffled. Ooh, Caitlin. Guess what?
Oh god.
Ollie, do you need to hear the rules or are you good?
For what? Heavily obscured?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a Google in a sec.
Alright. Just 3 points.
I've got a lovely quick guide that I check every time I'm not 100% sure. Alrighty. Caitlin, this guy attacks you with a mace. Like swing, hits the ground, doesn't hit you. You're fine. You're perfect, baby.
Every attack so far, just like water off a duck's back.
Water off a duck's back? Okay.
Yeah. And now I'm going to get hit by a water spell or something just to...
It's going to be like legendary action.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on over here.
He attacks you again with multi-attack.
Alright, you can hear more voices in back. In Dwarven, so you just hear it as gibberish, Gilwyn and Vale. It's like the conjuring clouds, they can't see shit! Get the torches! A torch don't just take away clouds! Like there's an argument going on between the bandits in the back.
I can only imagine there's some awkward eye contact between me and Gil as we're like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like aggressive growling in the back there. I'm fairly sure the Punisher gets hit.
Gets attacked once.
Blank gets attacked once. He does. Yep. The Punisher. He's there. He gets hit. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't give a shit. Why would he give a shit? Yeah, he's a crazy man.
You don't give no boobies.
He's a pretty crazy dude.
And then there's Vale.
Wild and crazy guys.
By the way, my backpack is somewhere back here where I originally
Oh,
started.
okay. I can actually put you a little token there for that.
You know, I wonder if there's a way to. I bet there is to quickly move over the obscuring effect of that fog, because we can't see them and they can't see us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that I can see those tokens is like, obviously I don't. I'm not gonna metagame, but I wonder if there's like a. I'm sure there's a quick way I can. Make
You
that
could
happen.
you could put down a I could put down a square to block vision, but that's just kind of I don't really like doing that stuff.
These guys here.
Personally.
Fog of war, huh?
How
Huh?
What are you doing? What is
How
the question
high?
you want to ask?
how high are they?
The crates, you could easily shoot over those crates. They're giving him cover, so it'll be a slightly harder shot, but it's not like full cover. It's half
I'll
cover
take a
at
shot,
best.
why not? What else am I gonna do? Really?
Yeah. You probably won't. It won't even come into your. Yeah, it doesn't even slightly. He could have been inside the Taj Mahal and get all the cover in the world, because that's a very defensible position apparently.
Is it?
Yeah. You don't even know. You're not a DM.
I don't even know.
Yeah. Again, the arrow, horrifyingly accurate. Quick. Actually gets him in the neck. He's trying to pull through it to attack Caitlyn, but he probably won't last very long. Again, you're just setting him up so that she can knock him down. Unless Gilwyn knocks it down. Will
you could
you,
say me
Gilwyn?
and Caitlin have got some chemistry.
Oi, aye.
Oi,
Make it
oi.
harder for chat. Way.
I don't
Ship
that.
everyone.
I don't ship that.
Who do you ship?
Well, actually, someone in the chat ships me and Scott. They want the
can
Veil
totally-
Vorak.
It's Forak and Stalbor are a ship. That's the. Anyway, Gilwyn, it's your turn. Get us away from this madness, Torchbearer.
What are the rules for climbing aboard the boxes, for example? Would that
That'd be
take double speed?
that would take double movement. Is not so much difficulty that you have to roll for it. That's just double movement to get over those boxes.
I think it cost me 20 to get there, right? So is that okay if I can get on top of that
Yeah,
box?
yeah. That's
Sweet.
fine.
I'm gonna look down with my rapier and be like, "Have at ye, matey," and try and
Have at me, matey.
And then you poke him in his eye, just gently.
Are you trying to appeal to Vale's pirate nature?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh,
Apparently, everyone wants a piece of veil.
Yeah, you.
Oh.
Feel free to describe this one. You have the height advantage, like significantly, because you're tall as fuck anyway, and is a dwarf.
I put the rapier's pommel to my chest and sort of smooth criminal onto his face. Have his body take my weight because I'm quite light, and then grab his head and push back out to stand back elegantly on the crate as he falls down to the ground.
It's better than go for the nips. I'll take it.
Yeah. He's a showman. What can I say?
Hashtag free the nips.
Those nips are just staying in the bottom of his bag for the rest of the campaign. That's alrighty. Well done. Congratulations, Caitlin.
Okay, so what exactly are the rules regarding this fog?
You
cannot
can't
see
see
through it.
in.
But it doesn't affect movement or anything.
No, it's just a vision
You're
thing.
blinded.
Okay, because I would have seen the direction the Punisher went off in, so I'm going
Yeah,
to
yeah.
roll 1, 2.
You know the
If
layout
Caitlyn
of the
starts
cannon.
going in, I would actually say to her, Caitlin, hang back here. Draw them to us.
In that, as I sort of go to move, and as I hear him say that, I pause, turn around, and nod at him. Can I prepare an action? If one of them comes within range, I will attack them with my warhammer.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
an anime nod of
Yeah.
I love that shit.
All right. With that understanding, Forak, what you do?
I also love that shit.
I'm going to actually go and take cover behind the boxes here.
Mhm.
So I'm going to go move back, go behind the boxes there, and then I'm going to pull out a little bit of charcoal. I'm going to play with it in my fingers for a second. And and then just like spit on the ground, so like over in front of me, and what kind of grows out of the charcoal out of the ground is actually an illusion of myself. It's kind of like comes out, and it's actually gonna go stand over it directly in front of Caitlin with a shield out and just look menacing. There is no sound whatsoever because it's only a minor illusion, and I'm pretty sure. Wait, minor illusion. What are the dimensions of it? Let me just make sure.
It's 5 foot by 5 foot.
Yep, so I can do that. So I'm gonna have one of me with like a shield out and like a grimace on my face, no sound whatsoever, with a shield out standing in front of Caitlin as I'm kind of hanging back, taking cover behind the crates to see what happens. That is not a concentration spell, so the fog is still up.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I imagine that's pretty fucking weird to see from your vantage point.
Even your magic is disgusting.
I will also say that when I turned around to nod at Thorak, if you hadn't noticed at that point, you would have noticed that Caitlin was pretty righteous fury about this whole fight.
Ooh. Righteous fury, you say?
Sort of thing, yeah.
That's not what I want to do. I want to do...
Gilwin's
this.
big in it.
Yeah.
See, now
Yeah.
this is what I expected when we thought there was going to be some flirting going on between Caitlin and the dwarf.
Some dwarven
Wow.
fists.
I mean,
We've only just met.
Yeah, we don't know the lady.
Should at least take to dinner first.
I did actually. I gave you 10 days of trail rations.
So,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I bought you 10 meals. Pay up.
this woman who comes charging out the fog and doesn't seem phased by it is wearing the skull of some animal, like a ram, and has significantly different garb on, wielding a quarterstaff. But she's sort of comes out the comes out of the fog, coughing a little bit. It's not pleasant to be in. You're getting a little bit of it, but it's worse when you're in there. All right. Oh, there's a lot less of these fuckers than there used to be.
Rotting meat.
This guy rushes up, sees a shape in the fog cloud, goes to swing for it. It's an illusion. Just goes right through. Does the illusion break if it's attacked? I don't think it does. I think it stays. Anytime
You make physical contact with an illusion, you see through it, you know it's fake. But other people don't necessarily.
It's not gone, exactly. He goes for it, it's like, why don't you fight us like dwarves? And then he does actually, he then actually moves forward into Caitlin's range, where Caitlin's opportunity attack goes off.
Yes.
You lowered their,
Alright,
what's it
I've never seen
called?
you move so quickly.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh.
Oh,
Jesus.
describe.
That was
Oh!
a heavy hit.
Yes.
This guy comes running from the fog, confused. Describe.
Oh, is he dead?
Describe.
He's so he did. I see him sort of break through the illusion and come stumbling out of the fog. And this, I imagine he just looks up, looks me in the eye, and I just grin and bring my warhammer down, smack on his head, and his skull like cracks audibly.
It's a horrible noise.
I'm getting a bit. Gilwin's a bit big for his boots now, and he goes, "Valiant kill, Caitlin!" and like puffs his chest out, like
No.
stop this.
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer, my friend.
There's going to be a crossbow bolt out that fog.
Yeah. Prime target as well.
This woman attacking old dwarf boy.
No named
Horrible
person
miss.
gets attacked once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's got a name. It just apparently doesn't count. I don't know. Dwarves, their names don't count. It's a thing.
Bingo was his name.
She actually immediately goes for the torch. She clambers up onto here and goes to attack Gilwin. But she might be attacking the torch, so you're gonna have to tell me your initiative, your armor class.
This is what
13.
13.
Yeah.
barely you manage to dodge. I imagine it's one of the ones where you end up leaning back and nearly fall off the crate with the weight of it.
Yeah.
But you just like close shave, to say the least. Vale.
I'm gonna drop my bow
My turn.
next to me. Draw my dagger and charge. I mean, I don't really need for it to be willing, right? I'm using his head as a stepping stone onto the crate.
That's
Oh,
like
look,
way
it's
worse than
perfect.
tossing a dwarf.
So
No,
I'm
it's perfect.
I'm charging her, dagger in hand.
Yeah.
So well, it's a charge attack if I can do a charge attack.
Is it range?
I
think
can't
it's
remember.
10 feet
Can I?
range.
I can tell you that when you go to step on him, strength 14, constitution 20, and being made partially out of stone, like literally when you step on him, it's like
You're a
stepping on a
stepping
solid
stone.
surface. I don't even move. Like I don't even move slightly. Like it's like way more firm than
Did you
thought.
like make like a little noise like?
Let me see.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I guess it's kind of a grapple, kind of a shove, if I'm pushing them off.
If you want to grapple and grapple shove, it's your athletics versus their athletics.
Indeed.
Which is not great.
It isn't great, is it?
Well, theirs isn't great either.
What's shove? Does shove work in the same place? Yeah, it does. Right. I'll try it. I'm going for the shove. Like, I'm
Yeah.
on top of them, trying to shank them. Right. Let's roll the right thing. Athletics, come on.
Come on, die gods.
Yeah, it's the sort of hop up four-act that gives you the edge you need to just...
He stands on his tiptoes
Shove
as I
them
go.
back.
Just gives me that extra little.
Nothing.
Wah! And I'd say, like, usually it wouldn't, but because of the fact they were on a box, they absolutely fall prone on their ass.
Ooh, excellent.
Especially because they were overextending themselves to trying to swing at Gilwyn from the thing. They're like, ah!
Right, I don't think I can... I don't think I can. I need to have attacked with another weapon to use my dagger in my offhand, don't I? So, that's my turn.
Gilwyn! I know.
Yes.
Scott is itching to take his turn, but it's Gilwyn's turn.
No. I don't know who's around this corner over here. That's all.
So,
Dwarven Shaman.
so I can.
That's the boss lady.
Ooh, yeah. I can
You
stand
can
over a corpse.
high-five me.
I can stand on top of a corpse with no issue. Is that
Yeah,
considered?
no, yeah, that's absolutely
Okay.
fine by me. I'm a twisted piece of fuck. You
I
can
will
stand on
attack.
corpses as much as you want.
I will
But you
attack
might
the,
be under the... Oh, no, you're good. Never mind.
Yeah, I'll attack
hiding
the prone.
Yep, you got
Yeah,
advantage. You just like into the neck, probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
Advantage, double damage. Well, you don't even need advantage, but still double damage.
Anyone seen that scene in Game of Thrones where Arya just like plummets her needle into that guy's throat? Yeah,
Yeah.
I basically do that.
Some pretty nasty gurgling going on there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. You know what the worst thing is? It doesn't kill her.
Oh!
You pull back. There's this bubbling, frothing of blood gushing from the underside of her neck, kind of where it joins the throat, and she's grappling for it, like chubby dwarven hands, like trying to grasp it and trying to bandage it up
Let's stick a
quickly.
finger in.
Bad voice clips now
okay.
available on my Patreon.
this.
And you can move more if you want, but if you're golden, you can end there.
I will. Ooh, can I do that?
Bear in
Yeah,
mind, you'll
I'll
start
try-
going into the fog if you go any further.
I'm gonna. Can I do that? That's enough, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll hide back Caitlin.
Does that?
Is that what?
Evoke opportunity attack? No, she's on the floor grabbing at her own neck.
Oh, that's right. She's prone.
Yeah. Caitlin!
Just plummet the rapier into her throat, man.
Ah,
Guess
no,
what?
once you get to
Caitlin's
level
turn.
5, enemies don't care what you put in their throat. They'll still come at you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Guess what Caitlin's gonna do?
You're gonna prepare another action, you're just gonna... Oh, you're gonna finish
No,
the
I'm
job?
just gonna smack this one on the floor.
Fuck yeah! Advantage attack.
Yeah.
Of course.
Pancake.
Pancake incoming. And I'd probably go roll crap now. Wow! That was
You
worse
hit.
than I hit anyway.
They're not wearing armor. They're wearing what passes for armor, but they're down on their luck bandits. Yeah, that's absolutely a kill. I don't know if we even need to describe that one. I think it's pretty evident.
It's just a pancake basically. Pancake.
It's not a single one because she's wriggling a lot. She's rising. It's not like
Oh.
a doof over. It's why won't you stop? Oh, there we go.
Okay, while that's happening, Forak, you saw your illusion trick work, which probably brings you a lot of joy. The illusion's still there, although you can't see on the thing because there's a corpse in the way.
Joy. What is this joy?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna walk out. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Is that woman actually a living thing right here in this corner?
Yes.
She's a
Okay.
mannequin.
She's just got out of the fog. She's
Okay, gotcha.
coughing at herself.
All right. If that woman is a living thing and I see all my friends are around, would she fall for the illusion? Technically my other illusion didn't go away. I guess I'm gonna use my because I can't move the illusion as part of like a bonus action or anything, right? I have to use a spell.
I don't think you can. I think you have to recast it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna throw it into chat and I'm just gonna read it really quickly, just to know. So you create sound. It also ends if you dismiss it or cast the spell again. You create its volume, blah blah blah. If you create an image, it's blah 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 blah. Because things can pass through it. If creature uses its action to examine it, blah 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 blah. It doesn't say
You're
one
gonna
way
have
or
to
the other.
recast it. I think is the
So
thing.
recast it to move it again.
I think you could start creating an illusion that was running, but you created an illusion of it standing.
It would make more sense if it was like the first level or second level spell than this. Yep, nope, I gotcha. So I'm going to use. I'm not going to attack again. What I'll do is I'll use my my action to once again cast the illusion spell. So pull a little bit more chalk, kind of, and spit. And the thing is actually going to kind of like meld a bit down into the ground, so it's like a gooping, moving, chalky form, and then rush forward. Can I control this? Yes. And rush forward and appear back up in front of her and just take like a wild swing at her with a battle axe. I'm sure it's going to miss because it can't do damage anyways. But take a wild swing at her, try to distract her for a bit. And then I'm going to move back behind Gilwyn. I'm not doing the whole hide behind him bit like I was taking cover behind the boxes. I'm just kind of standing behind him and going to give him like a good pat with the bottom of my fist on his back, like good job. Like a
Punch him in the leg and he's like, ow.
Lower back. Maybe a little too low, but still lower back.
Getting a bit handsy for her. Like,
Oh, unsuccessful dwarven fist over there. So
That lady ain't Caitlin.
this, the dwarven shaman woman sort of taps the quarterstaff to the ground. Sort of molds and lichens start covering the quarterstaff. She swings, and it goes through. And you actually hear the dwarven like illusions, and then she rushes through, but can't do anything else.
It was in Dwarven.
Yes,
Cool.
everyone in here is dwarf.
Nice.
I just didn't
Nice.
I just didn't have dwarven bandits on hand.
When she says that, what is it? Gilwyn will hear like a quiet, like a.
I like frustratedly say, stop speaking Dwarven.
Dorshniga Pandira.
This one runs up, swings at the illusion, kind of stumbles through it. Incredibly confused. Incredibly confused fellow. That's the noise he made as he fell, you see. Immersion. Here at olirant, we'd like to immerse.
I almost died.
And this one runs out of the cloud coughing and hacking and like clutching its axe. Like, and then like looks up and sees like Gilwyn just standing there with the people standing all around him, looking rather scary, and the dead friends and comrades. Is a little bit of a piss your pants situation, to say the least. And the dwarves are useless. Vale!
I'm gonna go
What?
ahead.
They have the... You can't see, but the Dwarven Punisher is taking hits. He's kind of doing what Caitlin does, just like kind of
He's getting
distracting him for a
punished.
bit. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a long jump, and I can clear 5 feet, so I can land on this guy.
Long jumps need a run up.
Not if they're standing. You can take
Oh, is there a standing
half the
one as well?
distance. Yeah, you can leap only half the distance of your strength score, which is 5 foot.
Cool.
So I land on him, and I'm on him like a ferret, but a really big ferret with a dagger.
Do you want to do an athletics roll for that? For getting on him,
Yeah.
or are you going to do an attack roll? I don't mind either way.
Well, I kind of wanted to stab him with the dagger, but I'm happy to do either.
Like a shaven ferret.
You decide.
A shivy ferret.
You'd
What
get
would
sort
you
of
want?
pushed back. You'd be pushed back afterwards if you did the
Cool. Yeah, I'll just do a dagger then.
if you did the dagger. Yeah, that hits.
Ooh!
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Very
And then
good.
push yourself back onto that woman's
I
corpse.
have indeed.
I can't see you. You're under the corpse.
And then I could.
You
take
could
my-
send that to back.
I can take my free
know.
action
It's actually fine on the video.
to draw my other dagger, and have a slice at his stummy.
Stummy?
His tummy.
Yeah, I know.
Stomach,
That's an
tummy.
interesting one.
That's just the
whole plan.
stummy weirded me out a bit. That's absolutely okay. Go ahead, Mr. Two Daggers McGee.
Right. Let's go.
Look at me! I've got 2 daggers.
And dagger 9 to hit that one.
That one doesn't hit. This guy. You mean you leapt at him? He couldn't really block that one. This one, he's like, ugh, and comes down with the wood of his axe to kind of block it. He's
I
expecting.
need to check that whether I got the right mods. Or
The mods are the same. The damage is different for offhand attacks.
Yeah, cool.
Gilwyn.
I'm going to do a little bit of a stabby stab on this baldy bald man, baldy bald dwarf, with my rapier as per. It's become my main.
I mean, it's
weapon
kind of your
now, and I'm a big
stabbing
fan.
weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Weirdly enough.
Ah.
He doesn't have it. He does not have it at all. It's not even like a block. It's like you go at it with the rapier and he's like, "Ruh." Just knocks it aside and you're like, oh. Oh dear. Usually you rapier people who aren't fighting back immediately for one reason or another.
I'm just kind of surprised, and I'm like, that doesn't normally happen.
Caitlin, you're face to face with the shaman.
And
Shaman.
the shaman is hopefully getting a warhammer to the face.
You're no longer face to face with the shaman.
Yeah.
Face to splat.
Face to jam.
Gross.
Yeah!
Yeah. Yeah.
Go warhammer of many dooms.
Oh my. Oh
You
boy.
have a amazing hit doing and like you hear crunches and breaks. She stumbles, hits the ground again with the quarterstaff and pushes herself back up onto her feet. She's not falling so easily.
I just glare at her angrily to end my turn.
4.
Okay, how fucked up does she look?
She's definitely bloodied. You know, she's under half health. She's you
just
can
coughed
see
up
that.
blood.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
she's not stable.
I'm going to move forward, drawing my battle axe. As I do so, I'm going to start cussing in Dwarven, which immediately ends the fog that's out there because concentration breaks on it. As I'm walking forward and doing that cussing, you can start to see like this whelming energy around the battle axe that I'm holding. You can start to see like a couple of flies and mites and whatnot are kind of like congregating around it. You can almost hear like a small hum coming from the battle axe itself. Then as I get close and I'm standing directly in front of her, I'm going to let out like another couple of quick words in Dwarven. So again, like I said, those are cusses so Caitlin can hear it. The next one is going to be like fire of hell is what I'll say as I'm attacking. So first thing I'm going to do is green flame blade, which requires a regular attack. So that's going to be, and
I was
I do
like,
have a
what
shield
spell
in
are
my
you
hand,
doing?
so it's a battle axe. So I'm doing 2 spells. So first battle axe attack. Please hit for the love of yes. Okay. So hold on. It's gonna be battle axe attack. That's going to deal 7 points of damage. But the first spell that I cast as I was walking forward was actually thunderous smite, which does an additional 3 points of necrotic damage to her. So she's going to take 10 points of damage, including 3 necrotic, and then you're going to see the green flame blade jump out. And I'm going to throw that spell into chat really quickly. The green flame blade is going to jump out, and I think it sadly only does an additional 1 point, because my charisma is only a +1, of fire damage to the guy that's behind her. So she takes 10, including 3 necrotic, and the guy behind her takes 1 fire.
On the hit, the target, the attack's normal effects. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So additionally, if the target is a creature, it must succeed a strength saving throw. We push back 10 feet from you and is knocked prone. So she has to make a strength save.
She's not making a strength save. She is incredibly dead. Describe
yes, I get
that
to describe
necrotic murder.
So as I go
Fiery.
rushing forward, as I said, with the weapon and all of a sudden the mites and the flies and everything that are there, I come walking up and I'm just kind of like looking down as I'm just taking in the surroundings from me. And as I go walking up to her and I heave the thing over my head, that last moment where I say fires from hell and like the green fire is starting to run up the blade, I swing it forward and slam it directly into her chest. And immediately as I slam it into her chest, out of her eyes, her nose, her ears, everything just flies and mites and everything is just buzzing around. Almost like her entire body was infested with these things the whole time. And of those flies, everything, they're consumed almost immediately afterwards with an eruption of green fire that jumps forward and bursts back and singes the guy behind her.
Yeah.
The Punisher looks around at that. Like he's fighting these two people. He looks around and he's like, oh. Oh. Good.
That's all he has to say.
Yeah, it's like. Alrighty. Hey, he gets a kill. That's good for him.
That is good for him.
Yeah.
That is.
The shaman is very dead. This guy like looks down at the shaman horrifyingly dying in horrible ways and kind of just like shakily. It's like one of those like fight or flight moments. You could tell he chose, his body chose fight, even if he maybe doesn't necessarily agree with it as he's starting to move and he swings at old Thorak, which is not going to hit because Thorak is actually a living tank.
I'm good at this.
Oh, he's close. That's definitely one where like the axe scrapes and you see sparks fly off the stone, probably on actually the side of Thorak's face.
You don't cut my cloak, do you? Don't tell me you cut my cloak.
There's a little bit of cloak cutting.
No! I'll be sewing that up later.
Blech.
Oh my god, I've got so many 4X on my map right now.
There's a couple of
Thorax,
Thorax.
dead bodies everywhere.
Do we cue in that song?
Oh, I've done a mistakey here. There we go. It's hard to attack Gilwyn because there's a giant torch on him.
Oh, do you want me to move it?
No, it's fine. I fixed it. I'll attack you one way or another. And a hit! I've dealt damage, it's fine. I'm good. Stop. For 5 damage, this is one of the ones where you kind of do dodge. It would have been a much harder hit. Kind of ends up hitting you in the sort of the arm area. More like a horrible scrape. Kind of peels a good bit of flesh off. You know, it would have been nice to watch if someone was, say, carving a roast, but they were carving a Gilwyn instead, which is not as pleasant.
Ouchie.
That is an ouchie. You do have an ouchie
Shit.
right now, and the other one is useless. So it's Vale.
Hey. So, just to confirm, this is fake Thorak here.
Yes, that's not the real
Yes.
Thorak, but
I thought
that
it
illusion's
was.
still there, standing. He's actually the illusion's facing
yeah,
a
like-
wall.
And like you know when like you've taken a step into some water and you're not sure how hot or cold it is, I'm gonna like into illusion of Thorak. Oh no, not very nice.
Still smells.
Vale is already going into Thorak.
Oh,
Yeah, I am creating all the fantasies. Then I'm gonna I actually get sneak attack on this one. And then I'm gonna jab in this guy's kidneys. So let's see. Dagger 10 to hit. Probably
you have
won't
advantage.
hit. Oh yeah, of course I do. Excellent.
Yes!
Beautiful.
Yes!
17 to hit. That's more like it.
Yes!
And
Yeah, that's absolutely a horrifying murder. describe your sneaking attacking?
I mean, I was going for the old. I'm coming up behind him, and he's just taking a swing at Forek, and then oh, there's something in his kidney, and then the other, oh, there's something in his other kidney, and then he slides forward onto Forek.
And you see, as he hits the ground, Vale with knives. Alright, Gilwyn.
I'm scared at this point. I've been hit. I've drawn blood. I'm scared. I'm going to count dissonant whispers to get this guy away from me.
Hell yeah. Feel free to click it so it should pop everything up in chat.
I love this spell.
His
my
spell
God,
is
it's so
amazing. Like,
Yes, it is.
actually one of the most fun spells. No
very
wisdom modifier.
Sorry?
No wisdom modifier. They just barely fail. So, roll the damage.
This is fucking amazing.
Do I just type 3d6?
Slash roll 3d6 with space.
Fuck
yes!
In case you
how
want to
do
know,
you...
I whisper a Skrillex melody into his ear.
It's...
Into his ear.
And he runs...
This is so shitty.
He
just
he
runs,
hears
like,
that,
"No more!"
eyes widen, backs up, runs past Forak.
We both get. He provokes attack of opportunity from both Gilwyn and myself.
Yeah,
So we both get to attack him.
yeah.
Gilwyn, you first. He ran past you first.
Okay.
Maybe you could pokey him in the bum.
Hopefully pokey. In the bum, that would be good.
The very
Yeah, that's a
a bum
bum
thrust.
poke.
it's a bump.
Oh, please.
Someone had that to quote.
So that's a that's a bum kill. Yeah, he got that far.
Similar to what I did with the other dwarf, I'll place the pommel against my crotch this time. And do a thrust motion, but quite hard.
But pretty hard.
Continuing the Skrillex melody. So
Oh yeah, he hears that till the last. That's the last thing he hears. And I imagine
boy.
like Forak probably turns to swing as this and sees this guy fall, blood pouring from the hole in the back of his pantaloons.
God, Gilwyn's kind of insane.
He's a bard.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
will
given.
nudge Caitlyn. I'll nudge Caitlyn with like my shield arm because that's my right arm. I'll nudge Caitlyn with my shield arm, and be like, and I gesture at the guy with the bleeding bum on the ground.
Caitlyn, it's your turn. There's only one dwarf left, and it's fighting the Punisher.
Well, I can't even get that on this turn. But okay, as I go past Forak for the previous turn, I just sort of tap him on the shoulder like with my knuckles, still holding the warhammer, and just whisper in Dorvish, "Nice kill." And then as I go past Gilwyn, I'll just sort of look at him and grin
Flash.
and just carry on past.
It's okay, I know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, oh, I can make it here because I was there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, is moving on to the bed a double move?
Nah.
Okay, then I can move that far. Warhammer this guy here. Actually, as I'm moving, I will also drop as I can't see anyone else. I'll also drop the shield and take up my warhammer in both hands.
Hell yeah.
Oh boy.
That's
This
when you
guy's
know
about to
shit's
get
getting
his-
serious.
his
This
head
is
smashed against
probably
the
gonna
wall.
miss now. Don't worry.
That's a hit.
Oh, that is not a miss.
This could just be like a horrible instant kill. It's not. This guy takes it. But then it's Forak's turn.
I don't want a chance of hitting my friends with the firebolt. So I'm going to step off of one corpse. I'm going to step off of one corpse and just kind of like go and slop over on the other one. Just get a little bit closer. And because the range for this one is 30 feet. And so then I'm going to look at the last remaining person and be like, Vorstenkantul. And then once again do that thing where I hold my fists together and be like, and you just see flies and mites and just all sorts of horrible
it'd be
things
bugs.
fly from my hand. He has to make a Constitution saving throw, please. I will throw it in the chat.
And ooh, a modifier. How
Oh,
interesting.
that's cool.
I didn't
That's a
have that.
horrible failure.
All right, I didn't throw that into the macro, so I got to do that one
D6
now.
damage.
2 points of
He
damage. And because he took
lives.
damage, he is going to move. And this is actually kind of funny. He's supposed to move southwest, which is here, but he can't.
Yeah. Well, he just moves
like-
south, because that's the way you
That
can
provokes an
go.
opportunity attack.
Yeah, it
No,
evokes 2, so...
Oh, that is brutal.
But
I get what you mean, yeah.
So should I change the die?
No,
to
I
be
mean
like,
I think that's actually fine for this. He could go 5 feet. It's just sort of like a faster, fuckier
Okay.
run. Yeah, that's opportunity attacks. Caitlin, feel free to roll.
200 Warhammer. I'll probably
Oh.
miss.
That's a hit.
Nope.
Another bum kill.
Not a bum kill. Okay,
Ah.
so no, that's a kill. As this guy's coated in
Jesus.
every kind of horrifying insect from your nightmares, even some that you've never seen before, and starts like trying to get them out from under his skin. He rushes past. The Punisher grabs the guy's head and holds it in place as you swing.
I just smack it like a golf ball, like BAM!
The head
Like a
is
big-
torn from the body and bounces against the wall before rolling a few times. And then everything goes quiet, and the Punisher says, in common, I don't have to remove that head. And with that, I think we'll take our first break.
Yay.
I remembered breaks.
Go make a coffee.
Yeah, go make a coffee, go make a pee, do whatever you need to do.
Then
How do you
open the
make
cabinet.
pee?
Well,
Drink coffee. Drink coffee.
apparently it's not, is it? Apparently it's not.